Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your Aquarius July 2022 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James, clairvoyant. And it's a great pleasure to see you this month. I love doing clairvoyant readings. Well, these tarot readings anyway for you. Actually, I've done a number of clairvoyant readings for Aquarians over the course of the last month, both men and women, from different parts of the world. And if you would like to have a one-on-one clairvoyant experience with me, just check out the information that's in the description box below. And the link, my website will show you what the fees are for where you happen to live. Other currencies can be sorted out as well if PayPal accepts them. Now, what I am going to do is take 5 cards, because 5 is all we need, as you subscribers will know. And I love seeing the subscribers. Welcome back. I love to see you each month. I look forward to you. And I send you a lot of energy each month. Now, 5 cards from this unusual deck. Now, I say unusual because there's the Queen of Cups. I say unusual because it's an independent deck and the developer is no longer producing anything further. There's the 3 of Swords. So it has become, if you like, a collector's item in short order, and you don't see it anywhere. I actually don't even see it for sale. I'm not surprised. Certainly I would never part with this anyway. That's the 6 of Coins, which is great. I wouldn't part with it anyway because the information that it provides is really spot on. So there's the 5 of Wands. And so I think that you're going to enjoy the imagery on here. Quite minimalistic. I mean, looking at that 3 of Swords there, for example, that's a good start. But let's see what there is now, shall we? And here we go. Oh, there's Strength. Well, my dear Aquarius, why don't you come, as is our usual practice, sit down here next to me. We'll have a good close look at the imagery on these cards together while I do your reading for you. Here we go then. Let's have a look at your first card that you drew. We might then jump around depending on how I feel. This is the Queen of the Thrones of Waters, otherwise known as the Queen of Cups. Now, very important to you at this time, I think, are going to be Cancer and Gemini. Now, these court cards can be male or female, of course. That's despite how they may appear on the cards, but I'll refer to it as a she for the obvious reason here. Well, the Queen of Cups expresses her love through love. Her water as water. She is esoterically the watery part of water. So she is the changing sea, crashing, flooding, eroding, charging over banks and levees as an unstoppable force. Now the whale consort that is here, that you see there, that embodies both the peacefulness and the tremendous force of this queen. And this poisoned ring, there's like a device here which allows poison to come out of the ring. I guess they used those in the old days to poison people. That reminds you of what happens if you cross her. Now, the characteristics of the Queen, and it could be that Cancer or the Gemini around, or it may also be yourself at this time, is that I think that this is someone who is a very intuitive person, a keen observer, a woman who is tranquil, can be quite dreamy, poetic, kind, yet passive. And I have to say, somebody who could well have, during this period, some degree of psychic ability. Now, emotions are going to be shown openly. Now, she can see herself in others and also see through others and reflect that back to them. Actually, there'd be a great degree of spirituality around you at this time, and if people are asking you questions about spirituality, I think that you would be someone who would actually make a good spiritual teacher, I would say. So you're going to be very intuitive and emotionally mature, able to get along with others and relate to your friends in a very deep way. Maybe quite meditative at times, where you go within and be at one with yourself. You'll be practical, I think, and you'll be able to communicate your feelings and realizations to others very easily. There is, however, a need, I think, for you to get in touch with your inner feelings and to be able to express them to others at this time, probably more than you usually do. And I see you thinking that you need to develop your intuition more. You'll be able to relate to other people emotionally in a very deep way. This is somebody who may well have been deeply hurt by somebody in the past and possibly maybe emotionally or financially ruined as a result of that. But what is important about this view now is that by showing your feelings openly, you become beautiful or handsome, as the case may be. There may be people who don't understand you. Well, don't concern yourself about it. There are enough others with whom you can share your feelings. Are you open to your emotions and feelings? Trust your feelings and live in harmony with them. And say to yourself, my openness and vitality makes me beautiful. Now, I'm of the mind to go to the other side of the diagonal here. And what are these things doing? Let's have a look at strength. Now, obviously, there's a strong Leo influence to this, which is obvious, really, when you have a look at the card. But there is, and I think in here you're going to be integrating your animalistic natures, I think. This strength card coming in as it does beneath this Three of Swords, which we'll get to in just a second, encourages you to begin the process of self-discovery by stretching your mind, heart, and soul to open and trust. Then you can move forward, living your life creatively and authentically in the ever-changing world. Strength whispers, the time is now. Your life experience is now. Make a move. You have the choice to stay safe, though you are never really safe from change. Or you have the choice to embrace life and all of its experiences, taking the good with the bad, seeing the possibilities and potentials of both of them. Let's have a look here. There you go, strength card. Now, I was just losing my train of thought here. Yes, what she's saying here, because it's just connected with this, I'm just getting this great 3 jumping on it here as well. So, knowing that, I think, look, you know that with every experience, there is an opportunity to learn and expand beyond the present situation. That's what this strength card is saying to you. It's being affected by this 3. And it's reflecting back the 3. Now, uncertainty can bring feelings of resistance that unfold into fear. Well, uncertainty is part of being human, yet it can teach you to bring your courage, trust, and faith to the forefront. Whatever decision, change, or challenge arises, address each one with the gifts of this card. Find your inner strength to confront the fears and feelings that block you from living an expansive life. The more you practice this, the stronger you become. Your spiritual strength will bless you with inner peace and a passion for life. The strength card here, I think, gifts you with confidence, courage, creativity, faith, patience, and the endurance to release fears and to resolve conflicts. It presents solid and reliable sources to you, bringing compassion, composure, and peace to any unsettled situation. This energy indicates an exciting time that awakens your heart to explore new horizons that may be within yourself or travel, relationships, maybe education, and then to follow your dreams and your true destiny. It represents the strength and the power of self-love. Now, with this strength card energy, you realize that your true purpose is to evolve every day. And every time you practice this, your being radiates wisdom, truth, and courage. If you are ready to accept all which you find in yourself, you will be able to move through everything with deep sensitivity, awareness, love, and understanding. Now ask yourself this: what areas of your life would you like to live out more fully? What has prevented you from doing so in the past? Are you ready to deal with this anew? Well, I think you take everything in with more awareness. Do you know, we often experience emotions such as love, sadness, pain, rage, or fear as obstacles, only because we have never learned to use them as potential energy. Say this to yourself: I enjoy expressing my energy, vitality, and enthusiasm in all that I experience. I am a person of character and strength. I have unlimited creative resources to tap into so as to express myself, and I enjoy living life to the utmost. Well, let's have a look at this Three of Swords, shall we? That was hanging around there. Gee, you've got great success coming your way, and that's following on from improving yourself. But let's deal with this first, because I think this is something that you need to get out of the way. And let's have a look and see what it might have to say to us. Well, the image is, well, quite straightforward, isn't it? The swords coming in here, but here is the marigold of healing and renewal after the dissection, I suppose, of the heart. Sometimes, you can become heartbroken. Well, what you need to do is, to effect, grow a new heart. Well, what we have here is Saturn in the second decan of Libra. Now, with this number 3 that's here, see that number 3 there? I also have a numerological association with the planet of Saturn as well. So there is, if you like, a double dose of Saturn in this card. Now, Saturn in Libra, well, Saturn is exalted in Libra, so you might expect things to be going along really well. But the number 3 also has Saturn with it. So there is a double Saturn, and Saturn is very often about limitations, restrictions, time, force, and formality. But because it is your planet, I think that the difficulty that might normally be associated by this card, were it to appear somewhere else, and it is not going to be there, because it being your planet, you are going to be aided in the comments that I have to say about it. Because the swords suit, it is one which is difficult at the best of times. Now, there is no doubt that the Three of Swords can bring the experience of heartbreak, despair, and grief. Painful memories, I think, is what's going on here, though, for you. Because of the presence of Saturn in Libra, painful memories that are being held in the mind and the heart, which need to be looked at, accepted, processed, and let go, so you can heal. The Three of Swords here is encouraging you to empty the sadness in your heart. The pain of losing something special is an individual experience that each person processes differently. Now, there are the stages of grieving: denial, anger, guilt, vulnerability, loneliness, and depression, I suppose. But the ultimate goal here for you is to take back your personal power and gain the strength back to begin to live your life at a renewed level. Now, understanding and wisdom come, because as one door closes, another door opens. The silver lining here is that this energy cleanses the mind and the heart from the heaviness of life's pain. We all endure pain at points in our life. It brings truth and clarity to situations, relationships, or issues that have been in denial. It changes the focus off the old emotional wounds and defeating thoughts back to the present. Now, cleansing is not an easy process. I'm not going to suggest that it is. But the rewards are many. Cleansing gives you a sense of lightness and strength. The cleanse of the 3 here detoxes and rejuvenates spirit, so a new identity and perspective can emerge. Now, this 3 can indicate a breakup in a romantic relationship, a friendship, or a business partnership. You may discover a disappointing and painful truth about someone or something. It indicates an issue involving 3 people or 3 situations that could be causing distress. It can sometimes indicate a betrayal and being let down, as well as sudden and unexpected changes and loss. I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you. You get the picture. So brace yourself, perhaps, for a tear, even if it's a tear about remembrance of something in the past. But when you cry your tears, cry all of your tears. Tears are a form of cleansing. And when you have cried your last tear, you begin the process of healing. The 3 of Swords brings you the courage to process pain and suffering, moving it out of the heart and mind. The 3 of Swords here in this position is reminding you that this too shall pass. Yeah, so it's something I'm sure that probably just underneath the surface for you. It's not anything which is encompassing your entire month for you, because, as I say, great success. But first, let's have a look at this. Let's see what there is here. And this is the 5. And the 5, to me, mystically, has an association with the planet of Mars. But the astrology of the card, for me, is Saturn in the first decade of Leo, the 23rd of July to the 2nd of August. Now, Saturn and Leo, well, Saturn and Leo really just do not get on, because Leo wants to be creative and express itself, while Saturn is, as we discussed earlier, look, Saturn has a lot of good things going for it. I don't see it as being a malefic planet, but it can sometimes come off, because it's about bringing you back onto the right path. It's about getting you onto what your destiny is due to be, on the right path for you. But it can come across as being cold and dense, and it wants to set boundaries and limit on people. Now, Leo here is in this suit of wands, which is a fire sign. There's a lot of fire going on in the background here. And added to by the energy of Mars in the number 5, well, Saturn comes in and wants to dampen down all of this fire energy. So the astrological energies are in discord. I think what's going on here for you is that it signifies that the general condition is that the creative power of the lion, remember it's Saturn in Leo, the creative power of the lion is blocked by Saturn. Because the free flow of energy is greatly restricted, it kind of begins to stagnate. This concentrated charge of energy strives vainly to find a possibility for expression. Life may seem to be a bit burdensome. I think you could find that you are in the center of some sort of tension or conflict or a competition of some degree. And it is impacting on your ability to move forward with your goals. At least that's your perception. Because sometimes conflict can actually be really positive, you understand. It actually forces you to lift your game. It causes you to push things forward, to become bigger, to become stronger, to become better, to become smarter. And I think what this card is doing is, it's pointing, I think, to competition with somebody who has similar qualities and experiences as you do. It could be somebody who has the same degree of attractiveness that you do, that you're in competition with. It could be that someone who has the same sort of resume, the same degree of the same experience in their background that you do. So there's a striving to overcome. If you haven't had to face the fire of competition before, then I think that this is a time when you will learn what it is, what it means, and in particular what it requires. I think this Five of Wands is also encouraging you to understand the differences of culture, background and opinions of other people. And that makes you more rounded and wise. Look, in a situation like this, the danger of resigning yourself could be great. Saturn reminds you, though, that all things must be taken care of step by step. Don't let yourself be overwhelmed. Always look again to the flames of the wands suit here and the fire in the background, which burn on despite any impediments. This is a sign, I think, that you are ready to face a situation and to do something about it. Do you know, there is a passage in the Hebrew Bible or the Old Testament in the Christian forms, Psalms. I love the book of Psalms. And I'm pretty sure it's Psalm 140 verse 2, which says, "Rescue me, O Lord, from evil men. Save me from the lawless." Well, now I'm not selling religion, but meditating on that verse removes the dark force's presence from your earnings and its destructive influence on your life. The light is now your silent partner, and you will be supported and protected. So I think go step by step. Take everything a little easier and say this to yourself: I am more and more capable now of expressing my feelings and my creativity in my work and social lives. Well, let's have a look at the final card, shall we? And it is this one, which is the Six of Coins. Now, what is most interesting here is that it is the hands here that are the most important, symbolically, I think. Because this is sort of like a card about exchange. There are hands that are giving, hands that are receiving, and hands that remain empty. And yet, there is a karmic balance. Somehow the imbalance is fair. Here you have to choose where you give your attention, your value, your money. Do these things line up with what you think of as your values? Or do they reveal that what you truly value is excess, your own comfort over fairness or equality? Here we're at the marketplace by the look of it, and we have to choose things. What we pay attention to reveals what we value. What we give our money to reveals what we value. Who are we asking to value us? Now, astrologically, this is the moon ruling the second decan of Taurus, that 1st to the 10th of May. Now, the moon is exalted in Taurus, which is a great sign, but the moon is transient in its nature, isn't it? Which means that there is success here for you. I call this the Lord of material success. Phases of the moon are short-lived, but the moon likes nurturing and comfort. The moon in Taurus, well, Taurus being a fixed earth sign, probably more than anybody, likes material things. So the moon and Taurus are well suited for bringing material success. So I see success here for you, and generosity going both ways, paying it forward, maybe receiving something of a financial boost. Those who are looking for a grant or a scholarship, I think, are going to be successful, and those who are taking advantage of the welfare system or making an application to the welfare system, I think things will be successful for you as well. There may well be the opportunity to become involved in some sort of a profitable adventure, but it's a reminder for you to remember the successes in your life and to build on those. Now, in your desire for success, the And you will have successes from time to time to time. It's a very successful month for you, this. But if you do go out and actively seek success, then you need to be willing to risk, you need to be committed, you need to trust your intuition, and you need to pay attention to detail. But to be open to your success, it is no less than a gift you can learn to accept thankfully and humbly. Real success only comes once you have learned to serve. Success under these conditions enriches all levels of your being. What does success mean for you at the moment? Visualize as precisely as possible what your success looks like. And say this to yourself: my self-acceptance and my self-confidence, they are the keys to real success. Well, what a great set of cards for you. Good job. That's the way it is. What a fascinating and uplifting month for you this is going to be. I hope you enjoyed that reading as much as I did providing it to you. I certainly love seeing you each month, and I look forward to doing it. I can't wait to do the next one. And until the next time, remember one thing, and it is this, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. And until then, it's bye for now.